Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Captain Quasar, and today we have a few things we're going to be looking at. Um, yes. Let me just make sure this is all working correctly. For some reason, on YouTube chat, like on my browser, the YouTube chat isn't working, but it's working on OBS, so fine, but it is what it is. Yeah, everything seems to be working okay. Sorry, I've been having issues. Some people are saying it's fine. Some people I've been told that it's not an issue, but it feels like one to me. But to start off, look at this real quick. Ooh, great way to start that. Now I'm wondering if my headphones are connected. Wouldn't that be great if they're just... There. Double check real quick little to start that. Okay, no, my headphones are working. What's good, Vidad? How you doing? Welcome back. I guess maybe I should just go to the Instagram post of this. Playing music. This guy looks like 100 years old. Oh my god! I'm sure this feels great, but... Oh my god. I see a lot of chiropractor stuff. I don't think I've ever seen someone dangling upside down by one leg. It's definitely a new one. And then just to a simple little hip. Ooh, but to break this dude's hip. Thought he was just widening him out. My god. Yeah, beat him. Is this flogging? The guy who's doing it looks like he's like angry. He looks like he hates the people that he's doing it to. God. What a guy. So that's him. There was one other thing. Someone else posted this. Pretty good. Just, I mean, what's worse, drawing attention to it or letting it ride? Like, would it be better to go, oh my god, I'm so sorry, that was my fault, everyone, or to just act like nothing happened and to try to continue? I'm surprised not more people broke down laughing. Because we can see the girl in the front row did, all the children, but then this guy covered his mouth too on the far right. But, huh. There should be more of an uproar. The crowd should be fighting. This is a horrendous thing to do at a Christmas pageant or whatever this is. I'm wondering how that even happened and how they had it loaded up, ready to go. It sounds like I'm saying the fart was real, but I just mean they had that on the soundboard already. This is next level. I need to just hear it one more time. I'm a fucking child. That was I don't know, that wasn't, it's not funny, but it just gets me because it's kind of funny. My God. It's just so, it's such a perfect chain. I wonder if I could find the exact fart sound effect. Fart sound effect. That's not it. I'm gonna try one more because I'm not about to listen to a bunch of fart sound effects, but oh, that's not it either. Wow, they really went to the they really went somewhere special to find that particular fart noise. But now let's we'll get into the important stuff. It's not important, but it was the actual point of streaming and talking about stuff today at all. So it is. This is just one video too. This is only a minute long as well. But the point being, Myron's a loser. We already knew that, I guess, but Myron gains. Not enough people talk about this. I've heard Papa Gut talk about this, and that's about it. People need to start making fun of that he calls himself Myron Gaines. Apparently, Myron Gaines is a play on admiring Gaines. Because his real name is like Amour. It is, isn't it like Amro or something? Let me look it up. Myron Gaines. Real name. Yeah, Amro Fudel. Come on, Amro. How you gonna go by Myron Gaines? But yeah, so Myron Gaines admits that he hasn't had a girlfriend in his entire life until being a grown 30-year-old man, even though he claims to be the mind above all minds when it comes to relationships. It's really embarrassing.
Is a viable solution. Now, me personally, I don't necessarily participate in it, right? Because I don't like traveling and I like the United States. But I could see why other people would say, fuck that shit.
Well, in a way you do.
What,
the reverse passport bro method. Well, when was the last time you had a girlfriend prior to Angie?
Not really.
Because you've never had a girlfriend in your life until you dated a foreign girl.
Not like yeah. But
case fucking closed.
No.
Case fucking closed.
I'm trying to use context clues. I'm assuming that means that his last girlfriend, his first girlfriend, was a foreign girl that came to America and started dating him. What's that make her? Is she the passport bro? The passport babe?
Closed. You never had a girlfriend or a serious relationship until you met a foreigner.
But had I not met Angie, I wouldn't have left. Does that make sense?
Still, you okay? Yeah. You still
I would have. That's my.
Oh, because he wouldn't go and be a passport bro. That's just stupid too. Who cares?
My point is I wouldn't have left either. If I met her or not, I would have never left. Because gotcha. I don't.
But you got.
Because if I stay here, I can just find another foreign girl. Duh. I don't need to leave.
You got to see the power in that, though.
I don't like traveling. You know what I mean? I don't. But that's more me just like being here in Miami. But like, I would have never left.
And it just speaks more to like the fact of like you want to claim that you know a lot about women, that you are like really smart about telling people how to structure their relationships, but you've never had like you haven't had any relationships really, because getting like getting to have sex, having sex with somebody is the easy part. All you have to do is the Boomhauer method. And I had this pulled up because I just think it's so true. If you really are just trying to go and get pussy, as they say, this is all it takes. And he does it, even Boomhauer does it poorly. The ladies' man of King of the Hill.
Ain't no worries, little B. We're gonna get you back on track. You don't be talking about no sick dang no strong enough for man, but that was made for woman, you know?
There really is a secret to getting women? Please, I need to know. I won't tell anyone, I swear. I swear.
Hey, man, it ain't no joke about here, man. No, I'm talking about you gonna take no solemn oath, man. Talking about no little B.
I, Bobby Hill,
Now, cross my dang old heart, talking about I played lead to tell you what, man.
do solemnly swear.
Yeah. They get him to.
We should have given Bob.
He gets him to say an oath. But took an oath to not tell anybody.
Hey, man, you just watch old B-Dog and you'll learn, man.
This is the method.
Well, hey, pretty lady, well, don't talk about it, maybe don't call you sometime.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, hey there, pretty lady, don't talk about it, I could give you a call sometime, man.
Oh, please.
Hey, baby, you know I'm talking about look good on your feet. You know look better on my bed. I'm talking about don't give me them digits, man.
Why don't you go home and take another cologne bath?
You just got blown off 3 times.
Yeah, I don't know, so?
Ow, it doesn't fit.
Yeah, man, or maybe I don't show you something on size boom.
Oh, you don't work here. Get away from my feet.
So his game is terrible, but I think it shows at the end that he did get someone's number.
You know what, Mr. Boomhauer? I'm pretty sure this is not the way I'm gonna find real love.
Oh, what are you talking about, a dang old love?
But anyways, that just kind of shows the whole point. If you're just trying to go and pick up chicks, if you're gonna go just try and pick up chicks, all you do is just don't fear rejection. You're gonna get rejected over and over again, and you just go and you keep talking to different people. You don't go and just do corny pickup lines, but hey, I like your outfit. Don't do that if they're dressed, showing off, because then you look like a pervert. But you get what I'm saying. Nice hair, stuff like that. You make compliments to things that they clearly care about, that they worked on, to start a conversation. And they might just go, thanks, bye. And you take it, and then you leave. But if you're wanting to, start a relationship, there's obviously a few more steps to that. But yeah. Myron is clearly just on the Boomhauer method, and it didn't work until the girl barely spoke English. So let's move on, because we're going to talk about, apparently, if you need boogie content, if you need lolcow live content, go look at Breaking Banquet. But I wanted to look at this new MeatCanyon video first because it came out yesterday.
Wow, honey, you look great. The Ozempic shots are really paying off. Looks like the fat has been sucked right out of you.
Yeah, I just have 2 more shots left, but I think I'm gonna take both of them tonight.
I don't think that's a good idea. Your doctor said to take only 1 a week and...
You don't know how hard it is. You don't know what it's like.
Sweetheart, I know it's been a hard journey, but just wait 2 weeks, okay? Soon you'll be a new man, and you'll finally be able to wear that new shirt you bought yourself.
I can't remember the last time I fit into a medium-sized shirt. Okay, you're right.
Come on, let's get some sleep.
Just 1 more time. this one more time. Finish it. Take every last drop from me. I want it gone. I want it all gone. Just take it. Be gentle. Be gentle. Be gentle. Take it. Take all of it. Wait. There's only supposed to be one of you. Look. There's only supposed to be one of you. Wait. No, I can't move. No, I can't move. Wait, no. Too much. You're taking too much. Margaret, love of God.
And you nut, but she keeps sucking. Sorry, that was just it was just the first thing that came to mind.
Help me. Please help me, please.
Tom, honey, put your seatbelt machine back on. You're not breathing.
Well, we'll see what happens in a second. But it does seem like Hunter, MeatCanyon, Papa Meat, is getting more into body horror stuff. I know he's always been a fan of body horror, but I feel like his earlier stuff did not include as many. That was a little freaky, a little crazy.
Tom? Tom, is everything all right?
Oh my God, Tom! Oh my God, Tom! No! What did you do? Tom, what did you do? Oh my God, my baby!
Tell me it fix.
Oh my God! Are you okay? Oh, you look like a slug! Oh God! Oh, look at you!
I'm finally healthy. I'm finally healthy.
Yeah. So on to this locale.
I just started my.
That was a bit much. If I'm being honest, that was a little bit much, but to each their own. I need a second to decompress. Lord. Okay. So, I think last week I did watch another Breaking Banquet video. So I want to shout him out. Or them, or her. All of the above. But, they just dropped this new video 2 hours ago. And it's called New Diet. And it doesn't look like it's from Locale Live, but it's specifically from Jordy's stream, Wings' stream.
I just started my diet 3 days ago, Mopar, dude. I'm totally in the top 1% Call of Duty players. I'm on. Oh.
The editing on these are always great. But I feel like I've heard Wings say this multiple times.
1.7 billion were there for his birth. 220 countries tuned in for his first step. An entire human life recorded on an intricate network of hidden cameras and broadcast live 7 days a week to an audience around the globe.
This is a Breaking Banquet video. Do I think I could beat him 1v1? Yeah. And it's strictly because like I'm more consistent throughout the palette with guns and I make better like movement choices. Anybody else want to play? I don't play with Hydro anymore. I didn't enjoy playing with him in Call of Duty.
The enemy.
I've seen Wings do this so many times. He's constantly talking about how good he is. And it just gets clipped. He is good. I know if it was a 1v1, I would get absolutely stomped. But I'm trying to hear about this diet. Come on, Wings.
is reeling. Move in and crush them.
Wow, he seen that, huh?
Failures not in crimson.
They don't even try to push me. They play back and they play angles. No, I'm not gonna cheat with D20 Jenny. I just think it's a cool name. Go to my stream.
That was a clean kill. But yeah, bro, you never heard of a streamer before? It's your first time playing, or what?
Oh, you're streaming?
Yeah.
What are you streaming on?
YouTube.
What's your YouTube?
Oh crap! I just got laid out.
Well, I didn't even see his ass.
Are you streaming?
Yep.
Push him harder.
Oh, behind me. On my X. Oh shit, dude.
I was reloading.
Behind. Came from behind.
Guy in the middle here.
Is this just a fail compilation? Is that literally all this is?
Hard there.
I'm not pushing up there again. Yeah, I feel like I'm losing the gunfight to lag right there. He was hiding in the corner when he got...
With just the... With a little bit of him saying he was going to start a new diet at the very beginning. Honestly, maybe he should take Ozempic. He would be in that percentage of people that could probably benefit from it. I think there's probably a small percentage. I wonder if he's diabetic. If he's diabetic, then definitely. But yeah. Oh, wings.
You got me.
Count team of one. Put your head down and close this out. Find a weak spot and...
Oh, if only you could hit your shots on a freaking head glitch, bro. Come on. Hit those shots, buddy.
Alright, so like what I got from that, they're actually going to use their guns, alright.
Not your best work.
Invisible bullets now too?
Step it up, kids.
Nah, look at him. Shot him right there.
No, they didn't talk that shit when they lost that first round.
Step it up. Man, what is that? Hey, this is the present.
Come on with that shit, dude.
Oh, I forgot about the flag.
At least he got the final kill. That's all that matters, really.
I'm 1-4. I can't say shit. I can get knifed like this right here.
It's alright, man.
Or he didn't get the final kill.
Anyways, I've been playing, like I said. Been playing other games.
Take it on the chin. Get ready for the next.
Dude, that's why I hate this fucking map, dude.
Hey, bro, you need to up that sensitivity speed. Looks like you're moving pretty slow.
What did you do that? Make got of that.
Well, he just knew running zigzags. How are you going to catch him? I honestly thought that was going to be more intensive. The last Breaking Banquet video had a bit more to it, a bit more substance. But that was a good fail compilation for sure.
Big ideas.
Good job. So, I've been on the Reddit, on the Snark Reddit. There have been a lot of people. I've just seen no one talking specifically, making posts about North Star Radio, but I saw some people making a just like making comments, being like, "I can't wait for North Star Radio to talk about this latest episode," and it's just so funny to me. all the people so obsessed. I'm clearly obsessed, but I'm a fan, so I deserve the right. So I want to see what this person has to say, because why not? I'm gonna speed it up probably just a tiny bit, because I hate listening to people talk. But let's go. Made the music ominous, even more so.
I've never in my entire career been against such a dishonest, like hateful, persistently, like they're dirty, they don't care if they'll outwardly lie. This is an ongoing.
I just want to point. This is a dumb critique, but I just like that the editing, you can clearly see that they just plopped this over. They did no job at trying to sync the. Or I think they did. I think they just messed with the opacity though. Because you can clearly see on this side that it just fully covers any type of wrinkles.
Instantly, like,
but again,
they're dirty, they don't care if they'll outwardly lie. This is an ongoing like joke with this community. These are just benign dudes. Just I don't know what they're doing. It looks like they're doing charity or something. It looks like they've got water or boxes or something, like they're helping. This is what it is online. Hassan's community are the most psychotic people on the internet. He's a liar, dude. I hate to say it, but I do think it's related. I mean, it's kind of Stalinist. The way that they'll just lie and say anything to frame anyone for anything. It had just been discovered around the same time as this Arab tier list that Twitch had secretly, without announcing it anywhere, banned the entire country of Israel from creating new accounts.
They're just like in.
You played that for literally a fucking frame. What the fuck?
The entire country of Israel from creating new accounts.
Are you saying that wasn't true? They literally made a statement. Twitch made a statement saying the company debunked they debunked it. Let's see if he shows a post.
They're just like in too deep on whatever the certain narrative is that they're committed to. I feel like the reason I brought it up was mainly to express the frustration with BB and him firing the one guy that was somewhat, attempting at moderation. It wasn't really so much to say Gallant is a good guy. I shouldn't have used that word. That was a bad choice on my part, considering stuff that he said that I was not even thinking of. There's no room to allow
they have to win
anything that deviates a little bit from no, this is the bad guy, this is the good guy.
All right, so these guys are clearly the bad guys.
There's nothing in between.
There's a story. They have a story that they cannot deviate from, no matter what. The artist I wanted to collaborate with decided I don't want to be associated because I'm Israeli. When we talk about how serious the rise in anti-Semitism, this is why it's scary for us. It's now so casual to just not want to associate with an Israeli just because I was born there. And this is the result of Hassan's type of activism. This is the result of this activism that this is the result of Hassan's activism. This is what it resounds to. This is the fault of people like Hassan. Zero progress for people in Gaza.
Last week, Ethan Klein released the long-awaited content nuke on Hassan Piker, his magnum opus, 2 months in the making, designed to end the career of Hassan Piker and anyone else in his political Twitch streaming orbit. Well, not anyone. Mostly just Arabs and Arab women in particular. This video, from a metric standpoint, was a success. I mean, the H3 podcast hasn't hit 1 million views in 3 months, the last 1 million view video being entirely about Hassan. Ethan seemed to notice this trend and decided to go all out on a 2-hour crash out content nuke to get it all off his chest.
Saying that's the reason why feels a bit disingenuous, if we're being honest. You can say that that's a contributing factor, but to say that that is the main reason was because they weren't getting views is, I feel like, blatantly untrue. Especially because they didn't post it on the podcast channel. They posted it on an account that hasn't posted in 4 years. So, kind of a moot point, but continue.
Or so we hoped, as the last 3 episodes of the H3 podcast have also been entirely about Hassan Piker. And in those 3 episodes, Ethan has really dug his own grave.
So I'm making like a kind of point to point out all of these claims as they're being made. I couldn't find the tweet. Maybe he'll show it as they continue. I'll keep looking for it. But so they did make 3 episodes, and all of them didn't do that well. Oh, well, this one was really short because they actually ended early. This was the following week, though, to do a recap of what happened. And then this was about, and again, they're just segments. The whole podcast is not about what the title is. They're just like clickbait titles most of the time to draw in people to watch more. And honestly, if they thought, again, if this was the goal, they would have done it more consistently. So they did do another one here, but this was being sued, and they've kind of went off. Now they're realizing the Reddit's really paying off. That's why they did it. That's why they did it twice here, you see. And Stephen A. Smith, that brings in all the views. But that was a members only. But Am I the A-hole, Reddit, and then another Reddit. These ones did not that good comparatively. They should go back. Start talking about Hassan more. But even so, I mean, you could say they haven't broke 1 million, but getting 500K a video, like per stream, 3 times a week.
Showing us all that he truly is a shell of his former self.
Someone who has any sort of kindness in their heart.
I'm unkind now.
Wait, what is he talking about?
I'm a meanie head. Because he says, you have to be a total meanie head to make that video he made about me, which I haven't watched. Did you just call me a meanie head?
What? We're talking about kindness?
Yeah, are we doing...
We're way past that, Hassan. We hate you.
Yeah, no, it's...
Did you not get the memo?
I mean, what's kind about telling survivors that they're lying?
I'm currently working on a video going point by point through the content nuke and debunking the obviously incorrect claims. But today, I just want to take a quick look at the fallout of this nuke. Because Hassan is still averaging 40,000 live viewers, Ethan is still widely hated by the internet, and Eli Klein is losing business.
He's widely hated by the internet. I was just... These are fringe communities at the end of the day. I think we have to acknowledge that. Even in... the whole point that Ethan was making is not that Hassan is this huge figure that is spreading this evil across the entire internet. The point is that it's platforming more of the speech that is already being perpetuated. It is like accelerating the perpetuation, the spreading of this ideology. That was the critique. Not, I mean, I don't know. It's just stupid to be like, he's widely hated by the internet. I think most of the internet probably doesn't know who he is, if we're being completely honest.
The content nuke aimed for Hassan has backfired in an incredibly satisfying manner. Today's broadcast is brought to you by viewers like you. Become a member today and unlock exclusive content at patreon.com/NorthstarRadio. On the first episode back, Ethan basically himself off reacting to his own video.
Oh, you missed it? Let me go back.
Oh, yeah, we gotta see that.
I was doing some high level here, Dan. I had to do a tutorial for this part.
Filling a flag in the middle of campus, carried it to a mob by the gate that were communicating with the angry mobs outside of campus.
Untrained, inbred asses shipped into southern Lebanon, telling us that we are all inbred and that we have no culture.
Oh, again.
I believe it was a some kind of block swipe.
Yeah, block.
Yeah.
Very good.
And this is where Ethan's cognitive state comes into question, because this dude is so clearly not doing okay. While reacting to Hassan's response to the content nuke, Ethan claims that he's never tried to be a comedian.
Very intelligent. Definitely not a hack ass, failed ass, dumbass comedian.
Bro, I've never tried to be a comedian, a failed comedian. What are you talking about? It's not even a sore spot for me or anything, because I'm not a comedian. I've never tried to be a professional comedian.
This is despite Ethan calling himself a professional comedian over a dozen times throughout his career.
I'm a comedian. That's my job. I'm a comedian, right? I'm trying to make a job. I know it looks crazy. I'm a comedian.
I mean, he still says this. Is this a claim? I mean...
Comedian.
Bro, I've never tried...
Hack ass, failed ass, dumbass comedian.
Bro... I've never tried to be a comedian, a failed comedian. What are you talking about? It's not even a sore spot for me or anything because I'm not a comedian. I've never tried to be a professional comedian.
This is despite Ethan calling himself a professional comedian over a dozen times throughout his career.
I'm a comedian. That's my job.
I'm a comedian, right? I'm trying to make a joke. I know it looks crazy.
Again, this is all like mincing words. This is all like semantical arguments. He's arguing about you're a washed up, failed comedian. Ethan's saying, I never tried to do comedy. I never tried to do stand-up. That's the point that he's making. And that was basically the point that Hassan was making, is that you're like a failed stand-up. And if that's not the point Hassan was making, that's even more stupid.
A comedian and people are laughing. I'm like you, I'm a comedian, not a journalist, so I have a little more leeway. I'm a comedian, you know what I mean? I criticize people, I'm a comedian. First of all, I'm a comedian, so anything I say being considered defamation is almost like impossible. I had an idea, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I'm a comedian, you know, I'm out here, I'm in different lanes. I'm a professional comedian, are any of them? I'm a professional comedian, you know what I mean? I'm the last line of defense, okay? I'm a professional comedian, do you know that?
You know you're winning the debate when you start bringing up theories about Hassan's dog Kaya or who cooks him food off camera.
Comedian. And air quotes.
Ooh! Ooh! Not funny.
Air quotes.
Not funny. It's just like you're a socialist. By the way, theory time, and I'm pretty sure I'm right. Hassan says he adopted his dog. He went all...
I'm trying to find the exact moment. But, I mean, if we want to, again, make critiques, this is the same as Hassan recently saying, I never claimed to be a journalist. But when talking to who he thought was a Houthi, saying, oh, I'm a journalist, guys. I can talk to whoever I want. So, I mean, if we want to, like, what's worse? Claiming to be a comedian and then not, or claiming to be a journalist and then not? What's worse there? I'm trying to find the moments too, because I'm pretty sure in those clips where Ethan's going, I'm a comedian. If I'm recalling correctly, there are many moments where he goes, I'm a comedian. I've never done stand up. Never tried to do stand up, because that's always the caveat, if you will.
All over LA looking for the perfect dog. Oh, I went to all of these pounds. I couldn't find the perfect dog. But then magically, off camera, I found on Craigslist this post where they were giving away $20,000 designer dogs. And I was so lucky. Hassan Piker, can anybody find me a Craigslist post where they're giving away $20,000 designer dogs? Because I'd like to inquire. He bought that dog, and he doesn't want to admit it, obviously. And by the way, I don't know. That's not the only lie he tells about his personal life. I did a story about it, but people didn't pick it up. I don't give a f. This guy's a piece of shit. People need to ask Hassan who's cooking his chicken off screen. Who's cooking that chicken? Who's taking care of him? There's something he goes, don't tell anyone though, for obvious reasons. Somebody's cooking his chicken, and they don't look like they're getting a piece of the pie either. You know what I mean? They're not on that socialist. They're not on that socialized workplace salary. You know what I mean? Cooking chicken's a big deal. That's integral to his daily routine. Of course he's entitled to a % of his profits. Duh. Socialism, bro. Live it, bro. Live it. Be the socialist you say you are.
I think this is an important time to mention that it's well-known lore that Ethan was neglected as a child and was often sent to school with zero food to eat and zero lunch money.
My parents did.
I mean, it's like broke people shit.
Didn't take care of me as a kid when they cooked.
I feel like he's also said that it's true, but I'm sure it's like he's making it worse than it is, if we're being completely honest. But I'm sorry, there was one point I think I missed just a second ago.
I mean, cooking chicken's a big deal. That's integral to his daily routine. Of course he's entitled to a % of his profits. Duh. Socialism, bro. Live it, bro. Live it. Be the socialist you say you are.
God damn it, I can't read fast enough.
Live it. Be the socialist you say you are.
Superior Court of the State of California in and for the County of Los Angeles. Oh, is this about the recent thing? We talked about this last week. That's just stupid. The point isn't about that you can't have like incidents with your employees. Ethan believes that can happen because he believes in capitalism. But if you believe in socialism, then you should be living up to those values. I don't understand how people can misinterpret this so hard, like so harshly. It's like he's saying, why aren't you living up to socialist values? You're saying that you're a socialist. And then people go, well, Ethan, you're not living up to socialist values. It's like, what are you talking about? Pay state and local minimum wage. Failure to pay all wages due. So this, again, let's look at all the evidence available. Ethan said, we'll look at previously on
ChatGPT.
Did I not like it? Oh, that's why. I'm just stupid. Here's the fart again. It was about to take too long, but whatever. Upvoted. Oh, no. I'm trying to find the ones I upvoted. Ethan said...
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
Amazing. Ethan said this. I'll even take it a step further. I bet that me, Ethan Klein, the capitalist, pays his housekeeper more than Hassan. Ours has health insurance, vision, dental, 401k, paid vacation, and sick days. Plus a very good salary. I'll donate $100,000 to charity if Hassan can prove he pays his housekeeper more than me. So he's making a very big claim here that could be very easily disproven if Hassan wants to take the bet. I don't think Hassan wants to take the bet. This is just like... And then also, again, if these claims are false, Hassan should just sue him for defamation and then use that money to support charities or whatever. No, I met her. She's a lovely Hispanic lady. We've all seen this. He talks about how he met that lady and that she works at... He's seen her work. So... Okay.
I think this is an important time to mention that it's well-known lore that Ethan was neglected as a child and was often sent to school with zero food to eat and zero lunch money.
My parents didn't take care of me as a kid. When they cooked, which was rare, it was just awful. I didn't eat. I would starve. It was that bad. I used to go to school. My parents wouldn't give me money, and they didn't make me a lunch. I would just starve. I would beg for food from my friends. Straight up, I would beg for food from my friends. I was a
fair enough.
Homeless child.
Ethan can't even...
Do not all schools have a free lunch? I remember doing that. Not often, but you did it every once in a while as a kid. I also just got free lunch because my parents were lower income. But you get free lunch if I remember them having just like peanut butter sandwiches if you didn't bring a lunch and you couldn't afford anything.
Even fathom the idea of a loving parent.
His whole shtick for the past year has been saying liberal Zionist talking points and then getting mad at everyone when they go, "Are you a Zionist?"
What liberal... Bro, the fantasy world that they've built is incredible. What liberal Zionist talk? What is a liberal Zionist talking point?
Ethan did so much research for this video, but has yet to understand what a liberal Zionist talking point is. Here are just a few examples.
People who would like to criticize the army in Israel need to understand that it's a daily threat that something needs to happen about it. It's not like we have a choice.
When you talk about privilege, let's talk about someone who's going to UC Berkeley, paid by their parents, $200,000 tuition on campus protesting Israel. Do you find that?
Wait, so liberal Zionist talking points are just nuanced perspectives? Somebody who can look at something more deeply than just you're in the military, that's bad. They were doing what they were told? And obviously that sounds bad because the Nazis were just doing what some people would say they were just doing what they were told. But my point is just that they are in a situation where they need militarization. They are facing a militarized force. And thus, it is a necessity to have a military available for them.
Isn't that ironic?
I personally think it's so ironic. I don't know, it's kids sitting here in like beautiful California criticizing, like you don't even know what you're talking about.
What you hear is people criticizing national security and calling Israel like apartheid, that they shouldn't have fences, or that Israel should be a one state with Palestinians and Israel all living together. They should reduce the borders and remove the gate. That to me seems like super ignorant.
It is, because when I grew up, I couldn't really take a bus. I was afraid of blowing up.
Right.
And now it doesn't really happen. So the wall did help.
There's a state of Palestine. It makes sense. But if you're in one state...
Are we just gonna ignore that point that she just made, that she as a child feared getting blown up? And you could say, oh, that's just her being racist. Go look up how many like suicide bombings happen in Israel. Like within the last 25 years, even. Like, it's a lot. But you just want to ignore that point and be like, see? You feared a Muslim person? You're Islamophobic. You're Islamophobic.
All that's going to happen is like everybody is.
I don't fear Muslims. I fear terrorists. And there are Christian terrorists. There are. I haven't seen many Jewish terrorists, but I'm sure they're out there. And I mean, if you want to call certain Israeli soldiers that are going out and terrorizing people, sure, it's bad. Let's throw them in prison. I don't think anyone's against that.
Trying to bring as many people there as possible, and like by the time there frankly are a lot of Palestinians, right, in the area, and once the Palestinians outnumber the Jews, basically anything is fair game for the Jews. Anything.
So in this response, Hassan calls out Ethan for, quote, crying like a bitch in their last.
You just ignored all the points that were made. Those were actual, like, valid perspectives. Because, yes, when you let the Jewish people become a minority in the Middle East, you've seen it happen in other countries. They experience, like, they just experienced bad conditions, if you want to just go broadly. So when you create, I just think, whatever, we'll just continue. He wants to move on, whatever.
Last conversation on Palestine.
You can talk to me in person, big dog. You got my phone number.
I'm not the one. I'm the, like Ethan and Hila said, I'm basically the white kid in California that can't doesn't have room to speak on this, so I'm not even going to try and explain the actual, like, legitimate concern that is involved in that, but whatever.
We can have a conversation on your stream. We can have a conversation on my stream. Last time, I had the baby gloves on.
Stop looking down, bitch. Look in my eyes. Little pussy. Scared? Keep looking down for.
You cried like a bitch after doing Teddy Fresh ads in the midst of our genocide coverage.
Ethan sees this as an opportunity to...
He's scared. He's skittish. He can't look directly in the camera. I have no fear in my heart. You don't scare me. But he just keeps, I don't know, it's just maybe it's just a quirk. He's just a little quirky like that.
To dunk on Hassan for being some sort of toxic masculinity frat bro.
So Hassan says, last time, which was our last conversation on his stream, I had the baby gloves on, which was part of, I was like, dude, why are you patronizing me? And he goes, and then you cried like a bitch. Once again, this dude is against toxic masculinity. Apparently he's a role model for leftist values. The frat bro veneer it's rearing its head. I'm telling you this.
Low key, here's my perspective on crying. I cry a lot. I cry all the fucking time. When I was door dashing, I would cry sometimes, and then I would just go and pick up food and just go and leave and go deliver it. And, you know, it's like, what are they going to do? Ask me, like, oh, is everything all right? You know, how are you going to help me? It doesn't matter. So I cry, let it happen. But if someone's like, oh, you're crying like a bitch, bro, I'll cry and beat your ass. So it's kind of a weird thing to say, like, oh, you were crying like a bitch. I was expressing the emotions that have overwhelmed me. You want to talk about it, let's knuckle up. But other than that, like, shut the fuck up.
This whole left-wing illusion is...
I'm sorry, it makes me mad when people talk about crying, because I do cry a lot. I'll admit to that. I whine a lot, I scream a lot. But realistically, it's like, are we supposed to encourage like sociopathic, antisocial, just like, I only act stoically. Stoicism is cool in philosophy. In action, it ends in a lot of bad ways.
Falling
often
to the wayside. You say I cried like a bitch.
And only 2 days after the fact, Ethan went on a misogynistic rant about denims, where he called her a disgusting bitch several times. Of course, while his crew was dead silent.
Why did he do that?
And yes, she is a fucking bitch. Somebody that laughs
Huh? Wait, but why would he do that? Is it because she denied the person who came forward about their sexual assault? Wait, he just called her a bitch randomly? It's not because she was denying the people who came forward about being raped minutes after being like, we believe everybody. We believe everyone. Wasn't she lying?
In the face of other rape victims and
this guy was literally put in the beginning of this video. Oh, it's all out of context. It's all lies. It's all spreading misinformation. This is the video that people want to see.
Immediately calls
that all
them
the
liars?
snarkers are like circle jerking
There
about.
are reports of Palestinian women in captivity talking about that experience.
Let's see. I found one of the sources. One of the ones that he quoted was like, I don't even know what the this is. Care.
He looks like he's doing his Uncle Fester look here. Both of his eyes are like sunken in. Jesus.
.com. It's literally just like a little blurb. That's a huge claim. 15 Palestinian women were what? I don't know what this is. What is this? Is this a source?
You're asking if it's credible.
Yeah. Yes, Care is credible. I think, at least.
What is
Care is
There's
the
no source. She is earning the coveted.
So again, let's look at the differences here. Let's draw the distinct differences. This is a random source. This is a random website. Hassan goes, it's a good source, in my opinion. So he doesn't even know the credibility of the site. It says, and Ethan isn't denying it. He's just saying, where's this source? Because it's saying a Palestinian female freed from Israeli detention said more than 15 fellow Palestinian women were raped by Israeli interrogators to force them to confess to charges levied against them and collaborate with the Israeli intelligence. Israeli investigators and intelligence officers keep videotapes on. Yeah, these are quotes. What are these quotes from? Leave a reply. These are just because if these are supposed to be from an article or from a interview or from anything, it should have a source that's cited or a person that is named, not just like. And I'm not saying this didn't happen. It probably didn't. If it did, it's fucking terrible. But to use this compare to
Care is
There's no source. She is earning
to compare to a woman coming forward this is critiquing a secondary source versus critiquing a primary source. Denham's critiqued the primary source of a woman who is saying that she had been raped. Ethan is questioning the validity, not even denying, but questioning the validity of a secondary source that does not actually have any sourcing for its claim. It just says a Palestinian woman. Those are not the same thing at all.
the coveted distinction of being a fucking bitch. Congratulations. Enjoy the distinction. I've come here and I've made the distinction. I have decreed, let it be known, that Denims is a dumb fucking bitch. She deserved that. What she was doing, I'm standing by every syllable of that, okay? What she did was abhorrent. And by the way,
you can't deny that's hilarious. You guys, I just love that they want to like pick and choose. They're gonna laugh at Brogan being like, hey, "You should get PTSD." That's not even a joke. This is objectively hilarious. To obviously about to be going on a tangent, we don't need to know what he said. We know he said something fucking terrible.
Oh, and I got another shout out in this video.
Sure.
Thanks for keeping the Comrade Casey spirit alive.
You spent the next year constantly ripping into, suspiciously, a lot of, not myself, but other people of color. I'm not calling myself a person of color. I know it's going to get clipped out of context here as well, and then you're going to be like, meh, 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 whatever. No, just noticing that you have just been going after a lot of...
This guy is really throwing spaghetti at the wall. He's accused me of being racist. And that, to me, is like, my eyes rolled all the way in the back of my head if I had a seizure. Going after brown people, I'm assuming he's talking about people like Frogan and others who, by the way, I have never attacked unprovoked. Every single time I've talked about Frogan was a direct response to her. Every time. So what, she's brown? That's your takeaway? Is that because she's brown? That's the only reason I care, that she's making fun of October 7th victims? That she's brown? That's for real? Are you being serious right now? Are you actually being serious right now? You're actually making this point right now. Okay, exactly. This is the brown people that he's talking about. Yeah, Casey, Comrade Casey, who's waiting for a hot, bodacious hijabi babe in the park.
Oh God, I forgot about that.
Let's not forget about that.
The only like dark aspect of her is her makeup and her hijab. She is very white passing. And that isn't to say you cannot be Islamophobic or racist to Arabs who are white passing. You definitely can. But it's weird to just keep calling them brown people. Calling them brown people over and over again is weird. Why are you lumping everyone together?
That's what woke leftist non-toxic masculinity looks like.
So this is the part of the video that I love so much. Because Ethan did basically zero research for his big content nuke that took 2 months, he makes a fool of himself twice with this one clip. First, it's on H3 Show 105, where Ethan reacts to a compilation of Hassan calling Jewish supremacists inbred.
Inbred douchebags in the background.
Like, these are just dudes standing back there.
Okay, yes, he was wrong about this. Those guys were trying to stop aid or something like that. But the criticism is still valid because I realized the problem in our world is I won't say it here, but the R word. How and people like Hassan have just gone forward and just started saying people are neurodivergent instead. The problem isn't saying the diminishing words. Like the problem isn't saying words that diminish other people, because it's like, oh, if you say this word, you're going to diminish the people with intellectual disabilities. The problem is trying to diminish people at all. Just criticize the substance of their claims, or criticize the actual validity of the facts they're bringing forward. Trying to plainly bring anyone down should be considered wrong, because you can also joke about somebody. You can make pretty clear jokes about somebody without going for the lowest blow. Like, you can critique someone's intelligence without just going, you're stupid. Because even saying you're stupid, idiot, all of those words used to be IQ terms. So I don't know. It's not about using that, I guess.
Entirely comprised of messy.
And this is
so it's the problem is him using a term to denigrate somebody else. He is trying to demean these people, regardless of what they did. You shouldn't be trying to demean.
Ongoing like joke with this community. These are just benign dudes. Just I don't know what they're doing. It looks like they're doing charity or something. It looks like they've got water or boxes or something, like they're helping. And he's going, oh, look at these. It's like, bro, who are you? Who are you? Like, how dare you?
Yeah, so Ethan just straight up admits that he used footage as evidence in his content nuke without even understanding the context of the clip itself. It's almost like he didn't clip this himself from the original source, but instead found the clip online, probably on one specific subreddit. In this clip, Hassan is watching a group of Jewish supremacist Nazis, basically, blocking aid trucks from entering Gaza and stealing and destroying...
Oh, I love that. Oh, that was so great. Just slipping it in. Far right is basically Nazis.
Destroying the aid inside. They're not doing charity like Ethan thinks they are.
This comes just days after.
Yeah, and these guys are pieces of shit. But are you going to call this dude, I'm sure at least a couple of these dudes are brown. Are you going to start calling them like Islam or, what do you say for racist to Middle Eastern people? Because Islamophobic's for Muslims. Whatever. Would you say something racist to them? Is it okay? Like, Hassan calls people cracker all the time. It's like that's cool.
After Israeli settlers blocked headed to Gaza through the occupied West Bank from Jordan. Footage of the incident shows settlers raiding the aid trucks, throwing food into the road and setting fire to vehicles at the Tarkumia checkpoint near Hebron in the occupied West Bank. Palestinian truck drivers say they fear for their lives after the attack.
We went to the checkpoint, and after the check, we were surprised to see settlers on the roundabout of the checkpoint. They damaged the cars, they tore the tires off.
They're pieces of shit because they're throwing stuff into the street, not because they're inbred. Them being inbred is just products of their circumstance. They can't help that part.
Trucks. They threw the contents of the truck on the ground. We gathered some of the products and sent some of those products onto a bulldozer and sent them to the street farms. Around 15 trucks were damaged. Their haul was damaged. Windows of the trucks were broken. Some drivers were beaten. Some of the products were thrown away. And the whole loss for Hebron is around $2 million.
And then on H3 Show 107, Ethan reacts to Hassan watching this clip, but once again takes it out of context and makes himself look like a fool all over again.
And at a certain point, people are going to be like, you're using these sorts of clips out of context?
Bro, he is so pathetic. First of all, he hasn't watched the video. And this is like one of his main go-tos for any criticism. It's always like...
He got the context wrong in that podcast, but the context of the video does not help with the point that is being made in the original video, that the Hassan nuke.
Out of context. He hasn't watched the video. What's out of context, bro? Your reaction is out of context. You got no context.
Notice how you move the needle, you move the goalpost. I said that it's out of context. You demanded I describe to you what the context is, and you immediately moved on, and you're like, well, that's not the major point of the...
But you didn't...
What is he talking about?
Apparently a chatter is calling him out like, he says, how do you know the context? You haven't watched the video, I'm assuming. Was it? But then he goes, oh, really? Well, you moved the goalpost. It's like, but you didn't answer. You didn't tell him what the context is, so...
Well... Sometimes context changes the entire point, but it's like sometimes context doesn't matter. Is there a context where having sex with a drunk girl is somehow okay? No. So like sometimes there's just not context doesn't matter.
There's no kick. When you move the goalpost, you're moving it further from the kick. There's no kick.
At a certain point, you have to understand, like, okay, well, if this is incorrect, do you like being incorrect?
Can anybody tell me what the he's talking about? He hasn't watched it. He hasn't cited anything that's out of context. He's talking about, oh, you're incorrect and you like... What is he talking about? How do people watch him? He literally will talk and drone on about nothing. He just regurgitates words. It's just word vomit.
Like, what are you talking about? You're making it seem like this is a formative work. It's very clear what the intention of the video is.
Dude, you haven't seen it.
And also, notice how you move the needle, you move the goalpost. I said that it's out of context. You demanded I describe to you what the context is, and you immediately moved on, and you're like, well, that's not the major point of the video.
You didn't do the context thing. You didn't explain
At a certain point, you have to understand, like, okay, well, if this is incorrect, do you like being incorrect? I guess you do.
How do you know they're incorrect? He's not... What is he saying?
If you missed it, here's the part of the video Ethan very conveniently skips over.
Chatter was asking for how certain things are clipped out of context. Here, this is a great example. Inbred douchebags in the background.
These are just dudes standing back there.
Entirely comprised of messy...
And this is an ongoing joke with this community. These are just benign dudes. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
They did watch this. They did talk about this.
It looks like they're doing charity or something.
I don't know if they watched this clip, but I remember they did talk about the fact that they were wrong. They brought it up later in that episode. So did you watch his full fucking podcast episode? Because you didn't see that later in that same episode, they brought up, oh wait. Like, let me see if I can find it. What podcast was this from? Because they literally brought it up that those guys were doing bad stuff. But again, the point isn't about if these are good people or not. It's about how you criticize them.
About water or box.
They're doing charity. Remember, by the way, this is a video that he quote unquote researched for months.
Because just because there were Nazis does not mean that you should be criticizing them as Germans. Like, that is the comparison. Hit comrade with a dislike. This one, you got it. It really is just, it's a lot. It's a lot. Thank you though. I really do appreciate you for coming in.
Or something like they're helping, and he's going, oh, look at these. It's like, bro, who are you? Like, how dare you?
Guys, the Israeli police is investigating the attack on the Gaza aid convoy.
Israeli security forces are paid to stop this happening. They either could not or would not, but clearly did not.
Here, I'm literally going to Okay, I need to find it real quick, but I'll keep it playing.
Not to prevent Israeli settlers attacking an aid convoy yesterday from the West Bank bound for Gaza, where, say aid agencies, hundreds of thousands of civilians face famine.
But during the unloading and loading, settlers attacked these trucks, destroying the products and burning them in a systematic act of sabotage.
A continuation of images seen yesterday as settlers destroyed food at the same crossing point.
So, does that make sense? Do you understand now? And I mean every single clip that he used, every single one, is exactly like this. Where's that one chatter who asked that question? I assume he f***ed off immediately after saying.
Did he say 106 or 107? Damn it. Oh, it was this one? Yep, it was 105. There we go.
Free show.
Immediately after coming in.
I'm your host.
Two things playing. Amazing. Reaction, response. Here we go. So, this guy wants to talk about, oh, you don't look at the context of things. You didn't watch Hassan's full stream. Hassan streams for what, 8 hours a day? This is from a podcast that was three and a half hours. In the same one where he's criticizing him, and they talk about the workers, wherever they are. Later in that same episode, they bring it up.
Writing straight up anti-Semitism. Who are you? Like, how dare you?
Guys, the Israeli police is investigating the attack on the Gaza aid convoy.
Israeli security forces are paid to stop this happening. They either could not or...
So they literally watch. Wait. So they literally watch this clip. Oh my God, I just closed that. How do I reopen that? Oh man. Wait. History. Recently closed. There we go.
How dare you?
My bad. But am I tripping, or are they not watching the same video in that?
Guys, the Israeli police is investigating.
Context from Hassan's stream. There we go. It's like a 1-to-1. So literally. Yeah, let's keep going. Casey is so hurt he did not receive the positive attention he so desperately wanted from Ethan and the crew. So why do these people always want vengeance when Ethan won't hire them? Hey, I've been wanting to get hired by Ethan for years. I don't see it happening. So this is my next best bet. That's all you got to do, guys. You got to just do it. I talked about in the beginning. If you got to do the Boomhauer method. First lady says no, move on to the next.
The attack on the Gaza aid convoy.
Israeli security forces are paid to stop this happening. They either could not or would not, but clearly did not prevent Israeli settlers attacking an aid convoy yesterday from the West Bank bound for Gaza, where, say aid agencies, hundreds of thousands of civilians face famine.
But during the unloading and loading, settlers attacked these trucks, destroying the products and burning them in a systematic act of sabotage.
A continuation of images seen yesterday as settlers destroyed food at the same crossing point.
So, does that make sense? Do you understand now? And I mean every single clip that he used, every single one, is exactly like this. Where's that one chatter who asked that?
So again, you watched an out of clip context when in reality they got the context for that clip later on in the stream and were able to decipher the information. Just saying.
I assume he f***ed off immediately after coming in and saying like this is he said some other stupid shit. I mean, that's clearly not the messaging of the video. If you're saying his claim is you scared him, do you have any media literacy whatsoever? Do you think I need media literacy to understand a YouTube drama slop video? Like, what are you talking about?
I mean, probably not, but maybe a little bit.
Making it seem like this is a formative work. It's very clear what the intention of the video is. And also, notice how you move the needle, you move the goalpost. I said that it's out of context. You demanded I describe to you what the context is, and you immediately moved on, and you're like, well, that's not the major point of the.
But you didn't.
What is he talking about?
Apparently, a chatter's calling him out like, he says, how do you know the context? You don't watch the video. I'm assuming was it. But then he goes, oh, really? Well, you moved the goalpost. Like, but you didn't answer. You didn't tell him what the context is. So there was no kick. When you move the goalpost, you're moving it further from the kick. There's no kick.
At a certain point, you have to understand, like, okay, well, if this is incorrect, do you like being incorrect?
Can anybody tell me what the he's talking about? He hasn't watched it. He hasn't cited anything that's out of context. He's talking about, oh, you're incorrect, and you like, what is he talking about? How do people watch him? He literally will talk and drone on about nothing.
I mean, how can you be so confident in your hallucinations that you make such a foolish error? I guess when your very progressive audience gets replaced with Destiny fans who flood your subreddit with clipped out of context footage, that's how it happens. Oh, but Ethan doesn't know Destiny, so that can't.
I think people don't realize Destiny's fans aren't as derangedly obsessed with him as Hassan's fans. Because I used to like Destiny a bit, his takes and stuff on certain things. But after all this recent stuff, I just kind of quit cold turkey and went, okay, bro's a bad guy. I'll go watch Loner Box. There's other people we can listen to. It's not that hard. I haven't seen Papa Gut react to this now. I heard about this video and I was like, I just kept seeing people talking about North Star Radio. And so I was like, let me check out this one.
Can't possibly be the case, even though this post and this post and this post and this post were either from the Destiny subreddit or from the H3 subreddit posted by someone active on the Destiny subreddit.
It's just funny to make this claim because they're from Hassan's stream. Get it back from the source. It's like looking... I'm trying to think of an analogy. It's like thinking that rain starts as droplets. You know what I mean? It's like I don't get it. It really is just stupid.
Subreddit. I mean, just look at this chart from overlapping communities on Reddit. The blowback from the content nuke really started to materialize in H3 show 106.
Because honestly, I won't even deny. I think Ethan probably did source a lot of his clips from Destiny's subreddit and through like different channels like that. I don't think that that's far like a far claim to make, like something that's out of reach. But I don't think that changes any point that he's made. Like a broken clock is right twice a day, right? So like, who cares?
Hello, my friends. We are here. We are back. There's just way too much to talk about. Never ending, guys.
But that's the point. When a broken clock is wrong twice a day, when a broken clock is right twice a day, you have to do your job to then double check. Look at the sun, look at the ground, look at the shadows, look at a different clock. You have to do the step beyond to go and do more research.
Appreciate y'all being here. Thank you to Gamer Subs for sponsoring us today. Thank you to the gang. What's up, people of the world?
The content nuke clearly didn't work as intended, so Ethan begins gleefully reacting to Trump saying he's going to ethnically cleanse the Gaza Strip, all the while Ethan blaming this on Hassan.
Trump has had some brilliant ideas on Gaza, once again reminding people that I voted and advocated for Kamala Harris, and Hassan did not.
The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it, too. Just can't go back. If you go back, it's going to end up the same way it has for 100 years. I envision a world... people living there, the world's people. I think you'll make that into an international unbelievable place. I think the potential in the Gaza Strip is unbelievable.
And you know he's going to call it like the Trump Strip.
Mara Gaza.
Mara Gaza.
Mara Gaza.
And I'll tell you who wouldn't be clearing out Gaza to build casinos.
I think the better joke there is Gaza Lago, but we'll give it to you, Zach.
Kamala Harris.
I think it's
I can with 100% certainty say that the two candidates are not the same. I did my part to stop this. I wish I could say the same for other folks. It's a shame. I want to say this right now. If you are a leftist who said, I'm abstaining from voting for Kamala. If you are a leftist who said Kamala and Trump are the same on this issue. If you are a leftist who voted for Jill Stein, I say this, and I know you guys are shitting and pissing the bed and doing everything you can to pretend like this take is like the worst, dumbest, most outlandish, and also probably racist thing you could say. This is all in your lap, and you don't get to say shit. All these people are going to be like, Trump, I can't believe. No, you just sit down and take it, because this is all on you, and I don't give a shit what you say. This is what this kind of activism that Hassan and people like him, this is the outcome of their activism. It is, people need to start thinking about, like, what is this level of activism we see of like extraordinarily extremist, zero nuance, straight up hateful, uncompromising, you know, what is the outcome of this level of activism? What have they done for Gaza? Literally, what have they done for Gaza? What have they done for Gaza? Serious, I'm being dead serious. They've done nothing. They are ineffective, completely worthless as advocacy goes. A total failed movement.
And then the CEO of Teddy Fresh joined in on the blowback. What up, Ela Kleiners? She posted this on her Instagram story.
I love that he keeps showing these clips. Like, literally, it's a clip of them going like, oh, you didn't do anything. You haven't shown it. And I was thinking like, oh, maybe he's about to show how Hassan donated. He's about to show like a clip of Hassan doing like this big campaign where he actually got like this new advocacy group that came. Like, no. And then he just moves on. And then, like, bro, what? Make a point. Make an actual articulate point. Like, what is happening?
This artist I wanted to collaborate with decided I can't be associated with because I'm Israeli. I've followed him for years, always supported him, and I have an original painting of his at my house. When we talk about how serious the rise in anti-Semitism is, this is why it's scary for us. It's now so casual to just not want to associate with an Israeli, just because I was born there. Where in this very short, polite email does it say anything about Hila being Israeli? I'm sorry.
There's an implication. What? Then you tell us the reason. Because they decided not to give a reason. So they were giving the one thing that they have been criticized for by many people. So.
Sorry, I can't be associated with this company. Thanks for the consideration. And Israel does not equal Judaism. How long is it going to take for these people to get this out of their heads? She then
So, yes, she does bring up anti-Semitism, but the whole point was because she's saying, because I was born in Israel, that's why people don't want to associate with me.
When we talk about how serious the rise in Italy, just because I'm sorry, is it going to take for these people to get this out of their heads? She then decided to
yes, some Jewish people believe differently about Israel. They, and that's fine. People can have their own perspectives. That's the beauty of the world. That's the beauty of democracy, which is what you want to strive for. Just saying.
Into the show and whine about her experience as a marginalized Israeli.
This is the result of Hassan's type of activism, where there's zero space. Forget nuance. I mean, it's like they're just all or nothing. Like, I mean, that's just not how the world works. This is not how the world works. Should I out him?
It's not Alex Pardee. He's a saint. He's the best person.
Yeah, Alex is a sweetheart.
I don't know is it morally okay to say who.
And again, it was because it's someone that they had worked with prior. Thank you, Jake Johnson. I really do appreciate that. But yeah, it's like the whole thing is
whatever you guys think. I don't care.
I mean, if I say who he is, it's probably just to get a bunch of snarkers buying his art, but I don't care. People should be. I mean, listen, it's not right. What an asshole response to
sorry, what I was going to say is it's someone that they had worked with prior, that they have art of in their home, I wonder if he's going to have that part in.
It's almost like and by the way, like he doesn't even dignify you with a response of like, it's like, no, I can't be associated with this company. That's it. And you guys have had a relationship, like he knows you.
I'm just annoyed because it's not the first one. There's another person right now that is doing the same thing to me, somebody that I'm already working with. So, I don't know. This one really got to me because I have his art at my house, and it's like, what the do I do with that? I appreciate the art. I don't want to destroy it, but I also don't want it.
And this is the result of this activism that Hassan. This is the result
because that is why she assumes that it's because she's Israeli, because of all this new stuff that's happening between, especially all of the stuff that's happened recently with Trump. But it's just so dumb. I don't understand how you can't see that. It's pretty clear that she's assuming that because she's worked with him before. What other reason would he have other than, I started learning about Israel doing this stuff and I think it's wrong. So if you're from Israel and you support Israel, I can't support you. Even if he doesn't even think that and just thinks that it'll be a bad look for him because he thinks that his name associated with it will it'll get him a bunch of people calling him Islamophobic.
Result of Hassan's activism. This is what it resounds to. Alienation, hate, racism, and zero progress for people in Gaza. Zero. I mean,
he actively didn't help make sure we don't get Trump in office. So
that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Now I hope he's happy with Trump Lindia that we're gonna get there. There should be a Hassan Street there, the Hassan Square.
That's a good point. Hassan Piker Way.
Yeah.
I'll advocate for that, yeah.
Hassan Piker Avenue. I'll never understand the utter lack of empathy for non-combatants. That to me is forever the most baffling part of this whole conflict. I agree that it's just I don't understand how, because we do it in our own country too, where people look at like the military and go, "Oh, you're all evil," when it's like they are part of a greater structure that you can believe is doing wrong. But to believe that some like recruit is, you know what I mean, some random just lackey is some war, like he's the war criminal. They might have been committing war crimes, but I'd say the true war criminals are the people that, you know, put those actions into place, you know, that kind of set the dominoes in motion. And when it starts becoming things overseas, people just start associating the whole culture with its government and goes, "Oh, you're all doing this." And like I'm saying, it might not even be the whole thing of, "Oh, you're a part of it." I could assume that I would be willing to be fine with the idea that he thinks that he's just going to get blowback from it, which is still cowardly. You should be willing to stand on your principles if that is the case, but that's at least more understandable.
There are so many different explanations for this, and if this person really did know Hila and have a relationship with her already, there's no way the reason is because she's Israeli. They would have known that. Did they just find out?
But if there was a greater reason, they probably would have said it.
She's Israeli? It could be that he saw recent clips of her, I don't know, agreeing with Rudy Giuliani about 2-year-old Palestinians, or calling Yoav Gallant a good guy, or even older footage of her saying the apartheid wall is a good idea for her safety, or I don't know, the f***ing content nuke on Hassan. You yourself admit that this guy is a fan of Hassan, so he's probably very...
Wait. What was his claim right there?
So that's what I'm saying, yeah.
If this person really did know Hila and that, did they just find out she's Israeli? It could be that he saw recent clips of her, I don't know, agreeing with Rudy Giuliani about 2-year-old Palestinians, or calling Yoav Gallant a good guy, or even older footage of her saying the apartheid wall is a good idea for her safety, or I don't know, the f***ing content nuke on Hassan. You yourself...
So the content nuke on Hassan was the reason this guy doesn't want to work with them anymore. It's just the way these guys, they all love to paint the picture that Hassan is the voice of Palestine, because that's what he's implying there, that you're against Israel, so making this video on Hassan is going against Palestine. Hassan hates Israel. Don't you know that? You said that their people are all right.
Admit that this guy is a fan of Hassan, so he's probably very supportive of Palestine. Chances are this dude probably assumed you were pro-Palestine, was proved otherwise, and politely told you he no longer wants to be associated with, probably assumed you were is a fan of Hassan, or I don't know, the f***ing content nuke on Hassan. You yourself admit that this guy is a fan of Hassan, so he's probably very supportive of Palestine. Chances are this dude probably assumed you were pro-Palestine, was proved otherwise, and politely told you...
I mean... Sure, if that's your take on it, but it's still, again, to think that you can't work with people that you have differences to is a childish viewpoint. To think that you cannot get along with people you disagree with is for children.
He no longer wants to be associated with the company. Wait, what was the entire purpose of the content nuke on Hassan in the first place?
If you ever see Hassan rubbing shoulders with anyone from mainstream media, let them know politely, with all the civility in the world, what kind of person he is when he thinks mainstream media isn't watching. Help them understand that his name should be associated with people like Nick Fuentes and Alex Jones, other fringe, radical, political commentators. Number 2, Twitch must be held accountable. Twitch has proven that it will not change by choice, and so it is our moral imperative to enact that change through any reasonable...
These are all their sponsors, and listen, at a certain point, when you've pushed every button, pulled every lever, and nothing's working, when you've tried your best to give good faith feedback, and you think that something is that important to you, like, you have, in my opinion, a moral obligation, and what I see as a moral obligation, to pull whatever lever you can. And I don't give a, I am not too proud, and I am not above, you know, I don't give a shit, right? Like, if you've done something dumb enough that you can get easily by an email to the sponsors, that's something you have to reckon and deal with. I've been dealing with that my whole career, okay?
I mean, and that's just the point of those who, just because it was a mistake doesn't mean you shouldn't be reprimanded, honestly. North Star and all these dumbass leftists have the critical thinking skills of a 2-year-old. They can't. You have confirmation. You search for confirmation bias. or you search with confirmation bias. You have a preconceived notion, and then all you're doing is looking for things that agree with you. And usually, I forget what the study was. There was like some study that had been done that showed that people believe more often than not the first thing that they heard, even when provided new evidence contrary to that. And I think it's true. And that's why you need to have this ability to disconnect yourself and look at things from an outside perspective and really try and like, rationalize not just the outside world, but your own like analysis. Because if you can't analyze yourself, how can you analyze the world?
I wasn't gonna say it.
No, I'm not. I don't hide from it. Everybody knows that.
Right.
I've been dealing with it for my whole career, okay? And it's something you got to reckon with. It's something you got to deal with. But like, be accountable, man. And I have become accountable for a lot of things that people always send to the sponsors, and it's something you deal with. That's just life. And I think it's insane that all these brands are associating with Twitch when it's become a safe haven for extremist politics. We all recall YouTube's adpocalypse. It happened when ads were running over ISIS recruitment videos, and it caused a brand exodus. The same thing is happening now on Twitch, but instead,
I did see some different people trying to say that actually the reason it happened was, some people said it was because of PewDiePie. Some people said it was like a lot of stuff at the same. It was definitely a lot of stuff at the same time. But the reason the ads were taken off was because of the ISIS video. Like, that's just factual. There were a lot of things that happened at that time that probably were contributing factors. Like, was it much before that or after that when the mosque shooting happened and the guy was saying sub to PewDiePie, all that stuff? That was after, or no? But there's always been things that have been happening. And I think that YouTube has just really been going, hey, send Stephen A. Smith to debate Hassan. I don't know what will happen, but it'll be funny. Hassan goes to debate Stephen A. Smith, and Stephen A. Smith goes, so, have you heard of this Pokemon? His name is Blastoise. Blastoise is a water type. Hey, if you have him, you'll never be thirsty again. But yeah,
instead of ISIS, it's the Houthis, Hamas, and Hezbollah. Dan Clancy's refusal to moderate extremists is the only reason for any of this. He is the sole person to blame. He had so many opportunities to stop this. If you look back at the adpocalypse that took place on YouTube, we all got so hard. There was years of the revenue being dog shit. I lost 90% of my ad revenue when that happened, and I didn't have sponsors at the time. That was like 100%. That was all my income was from that.
When the apocalypse was happening, were you?
Sorry, I didn't see that. Casey has the dumbest sounding voice. See, I thought my voice was kind of nasally, but Casey just genuinely. And I'm on Reddit too, but Casey sounds like a Redditor.
Mad at the people who pointed out that ads were on ISIS videos?
Yes. Hey, Dad, we're up
the
and
nuke
up.
headed for Hassan turned around, penetrated the Iron Dome, and hit the Teddy Fresh offices. I'm sorry, but that is so incredibly hilarious. Of course, Ethan then went to Instagram to write, I'm going to answer this because I've seen Eli getting enough from scumbags on the internet. This is someone she has had an existing relationship with. They have never had an issue with any of our conversations over the years. There is no reason for the shortness of the
controversies. Learn how to read.
Answer, as they've been amicable and friendly until now. They're also a Hassan fan and active in online activist circles that target us. You like to hope that people can prioritize a personal relationship and see through the bullshit people say about us, but it's not always like that. Also, don't know why some of you guys have a hard time believing this. Brad Does Music was literally canceled for taking a picture with us.
It was. Okay, it was after.
And forced to apologize. This has been a constant issue for Israeli artists since October 7th. Yeah, if you run defense for the IDF and say that 2-year-old Palestinians are taught to kill Americans, this should happen to you. I mean...
Show that clip. If they said that, that is kind of a crazy take, but you've been showing a lot of clips. Show that.
In the same episode, only minutes earlier, Ethan called out creators for Palestine because apparently raising $1.6 million is negligible and doesn't actually help people in Palestine. Take a wild guess as to who was one of the main organizers of that charity event.
Creators for Palestine raised $1.6 million. That's fantastic. Literally negligible. They've received billions of dollars. It's a good thing. Has $1.6 million had an outcome on anything happening in Gaza? Absolutely not. Has it helped people? Sure.
I'm sure
Has
that's
it helped
true.
The actual movement? No. Raise money. That's good. That's the easiest thing you can do is just give money, right? Good. Let's talk about real activism. Let's talk about enacting meaningful
I was having this internal debate with myself with the whole concept of people keep saying work harder, you need to just do more, donate more. The problem isn't with the effort that is put in. The problem is with the whole infrastructure around it. All of the things that are built on the backs of the people, and that is the issues that we all like have in all of our lives, not just in the Israel-Palestine like conflict. Donating more money to them isn't going to help if the things are going to keep causing more more debt and more costs.
Change. Total failures.
Like, yeah, no wonder people don't want to work with you guys. Nearly 100 of some of the most popular YouTubers and Twitch streamers were a part of that. You're just guaranteeing that you're hating.
See, I 100% believe that that's a bastardization of what Hila said, because I don't believe that she said 2-year-old Palestinians are learning to kill. That's just such a crazy statement. But again, if it was a real clip, I feel like he would just show it. I mean, that's fine. Clip it. Even if it's out of context. Like I said, the context for that I don't think would save it, but show it if that's verbatim what she said.
Across the internet at that point.
It's not real activism. It didn't make a single difference in Gaza. He's lost his mind. It's crazy how much I used to look up to H3. They were the fathers of fair use, and now he's just sitting here crashing out for days on end because Hassan Piker won't watch his silly little class project. That $1.69 million, and I put the 9 there because it was 1.693 million, so it's pretty close to 1.7, so we'll round up. That $1.69 million helped so many individuals, and no, it absolutely did not solve the crisis. That's not what we set out to do. If we had the power to do that, we would have done that 1,000 times over, but no amount of YouTubers coming together is going to solve what's happening in Gaza. We wanted to do 2 things: use our platform to spread awareness and help in the ways that we can and raise the money that we can. And if you can't understand that, Ethan, if you can't mentally understand that that's activism, you're an idiot. We pulled together creators from every single corner of the internet, people who have nothing in common, people who have never, ever talked about any political topic in public.
Aren't some of those people that were promoting this millionaires? I feel like raising $1 million probably isn't a whole lot, considering that you probably could have just gotten generous donations from the creators themselves. And that's not to say that people have to give up all of their money, but who gives a shit? We were trying to help in the way that we can. Why are you criticizing us? We were trying to do our part, and we're saying that it wasn't good enough. I mean, you can argue with that. That is like an arguable perspective, but
public, and we got them to speak out about Palestine. The whole point was to get people who have never talked about these kinds of issues, who have never cared about these kinds of issues, and put them in front of them. And I think we did exactly that. From the Try Guys to Curtis.
Calling anything a school project when you all of the stuff that Twitch streamers do outside of Twitch streaming is literally school projects. All of the events they put on, all this, it's literally like talent shows, but like middle school talent shows where they're like, I'm going to do a juggling but with 2 balls because I'm still learning.
Connors, to everybody that we had together in that room, and reach so many corners of the internet and reach so many more people than we'd ever had before. That's activism. And then beyond that, VidCon was 2 weeks later, and I can't tell you how many creators came up to me and said, thank you for doing that, asked on how they could be a part of the next event we do, asked what they could do from their own communities and their own platform because they've been terrified to speak out. But seeing guys like Curtis Connor, seeing guys like the Try Guys put their whole platform.
And see, what you just said is true. He's great for organization, but organization is half the battle. You got to organize and actualize, and that is the hardest part.
Platforms out there on the line and say, I don't care what the U.S. government says about where they're going to send their dollars and who they're going to weaponize. I'm going to support this human rights violation. That's the activism, Ethan. It's using your platform to spread awareness. And on top of that, you're just implying that none of us did anything else. Lots of us marched at rallies. Lots of us spoke to our lawmakers, called our senators, called our local government officials, and made it very clear this is an issue to us. And here's a clip from his content nuke where he talks about how he donated $6,500 to Palestine.
I mean, that's cool. If that's true, you probably should have made a video about that, explaining the steps in the process to do that so that your fans can then do the same to make a meaningful change. Because a single piece of mail is probably going to get thrown aside for a while. I mean, if they're getting overwhelming letters, then that might help.
Despite what you've read on TikTok and Twitter, I've donated $6,500 to a Palestinian charity after the war started.
Hey, Ethan Klein, thank you for the donation.
And again, I'll even say for Ethan's sake, that's not a good argument to make because you're a millionaire. Any amount, they'll just argue you could have done more. And I'll make that argument too, just because it's like who cares, because it's always negligible. There's always more that you can do. So trying to say that you've done a bit is never going to be enough for those who want to criticize you.
Oh no, Ethan Klein gave $6,500.
When he was called out about this on Twitter and on Threads,
H3 Jeopardy. I'll check out your H3 Jeopardy series. Yeah, for sure.
He decided to.
That's like the perfect thing of what I'm trying to do with this kind of little pre-show thing.
After Stanzi Potenza and go out of his way to say, how much money did you personally donate? That's such a stupid conversation point. So many creators, because I run Creators for Palestine. I see the back end. I see every donation. I can't tell you how many creators donated $10,000 plus $25,000 and more, but didn't make a public statement about it. And didn't try and say, hey, look at me. I'm a good guy. I did something that's the most basic human necessity. Hey, I'm a millionaire, so I decided to give some of my money. And unlike Ethan, didn't make it a shield to say, hey, I don't have these horrible political beliefs. No, because I donated $6,500 to Palestine. Therefore,
and this is exactly what I was saying. It's just not a good, there's never a reason that people are going to accept it.
Or I made a difference. And then he's going to come out and criticize Creators for Palestine. And for what? Ethan, I was a massive fan of you growing up. I can't tell you how much I looked up to you as the father of fair use and for dunking on horrible, cringy people on the internet, but you've become exactly what you were against back in the day. You have the kind
I just love that he keeps saying that. What the fuck does this have to do with fair use? He keeps saying that. You were the father of fair use, bro, but now you're against everything you fucking preached for, dog. That shit's fucking whack. I don't get what he's talking about.
Kind of life people dream of. You're a multi-millionaire, you got your kids, you have everything you could want, and you spend every day sitting on the internet crying and whining and moaning. Get offline and get your mental health in order. You have absolutely lost it. And don't you dare ever disrespect Creators for Palestine or any other charity again. When you're sitting there talking, you're calling us to do some real act.
Or what? Or what? Or what? What are you gonna do? Or what? No, it's just the funny thing to say, don't you ever. Okay.
Activism. What the hell have you done? Was your content new real activism? Was telling everybody that, oh my God, big reveal, Hasan Piker's a socialist. Of course he's a socialist. He's been a radical socialist the whole time. That's who he's been. That's not real activism either. So why don't you get off, go enjoy your millions of dollars, your wonderful life, and then do some real activism if you care about it, instead of sitting in your stupid podcast chair, yelling at your employees, treating everybody you know like crap. Because, you know, Ethan, multiple people in your life haven't spoken to you because they're nervous of how you'd react in public, but privately, tons of your friends have talked to me and to others about how worried they are about you.
Tons of your friends? Just out him, bro. Just say a name. That just seems stupid. I think Ethan has real friends, like actual, like real life friends that aren't just other creators on the internet. Because I heard Ethan I remember him saying at one point he has other Jewish friends, like people that he knows. It's just so weird. These people that are just like, your friends are coming to us. It's probably like fucking iDubbbz or some shit, just some fucking someone that they talk to, they're in a good relationship with, but not like a close, like personal friend. Like, it's just so funny. Who? Just say who.
You and your mental,
because I'm gonna just say that it's not someone close to him if you're not gonna say who it is.
Health, because you've absolutely flying off the handle. Get it together.
Ethan then went to Instagram to try and make amends, I guess. But he really just doubled down. Oh look, another dipshit leftist lying about me on Twitter. Anyone remember me saying this yesterday? If I thought raising money is a bad thing, why would I donate $6,500 of my own money? By the way, since you bring it up, how much did you personally give? The fact is that raising money is negligible when you are helping the ethnic cleansing candidate win. This is a concept that is so obvious and easy to understand, but somehow when faced with criticism of their surface level and ineffective activism, they turn into lying baby brain propagandists. Ethan say money bad. Either you are dumb as or just a straight up liar. Either way, you scumbag. I have zero patience for anyone participating in this pathetic hate bandwagon. I'm not really sure what he means by helping the ethnic cleansing candidate win. I mean, he himself voted for Kamala. Wasn't she the vice president during the ethnic cleansing? And didn't she...
Are we just not going to bring up that Trump said he's going to turn Gaza into the Riviera of the Middle East? The fuck are you talking about? Just shut the fuck up. You can't talk about what Kamala could have done when we're seeing what Trump is planning on doing.
say that if she won the presidency, she would change nothing about what Joe Biden did in Palestine?
President Biden has tried unsuccessfully to end the war between Israel and Hamas in Gaza. Would you do anything differently? For example, would you withhold some U.S. weapons shipments to Israel? That's what a lot of people on the progressive left want you to do.
Let me be very clear. I am unequivocal and unwavering in my commitment to Israel's defense and its ability to defend itself. And that's not going to change. I've met with the families of the American hostages. Let's get the hostages out. Let's get the ceasefire done.
But no change in policy in terms of arms and so forth.
No, we have to get a deal done.
So in the end, the nuke did detonate, just on the wrong target. I mean, guys, you're big boys. There are consequences for your actions. And targeted hate and harassment campaigns against very popular people on the internet is probably not going to end well, especially when you yourself, over the past year and a half, have really just been a bad faith actor in this whole Israel-Palestine discussion. You say you're pro-Palestine, but almost every day you talk shit about people that are pro-Palestine. You say you don't support the Israeli government, but whenever they bomb a hospital, you say, there's no way they did.
You're not monolithic. You're fucking stupid. You say you support Palestine, but you criticize other Palestinian supporters? That's literally what you're doing, dumbass. You support Palestine. You're criticizing Ethan, who says he supports the Palestinian cause. You're a fucking idiot. Like, what?
Did that?
I'm sorry. I'm flying off the hinges a little bit. That part just really what?
Under hospitals, they shoot from schools, they embed themselves in the civilian population. They even dress as civilians when they fight.
You're obviously under the impression that Hassan hate videos get clicks.
Wait, what was?
They're under hospitals, they shoot from schools, they embed themselves in the civilian population. They even dress as civilians when they fight.
You're obviously
You're using that as if he's saying that's justification for them committing war crimes when he's literally said Bibi Netanyahu is a war criminal. He said that he said that Israel needs to not, like, it's just, I'm not gonna hit the greatest hits right now of that, but yeah, Casey, I wish I could dislike it twice. Mr. North Star. Okay. What time is it? 1:13. So they're supposed to start in about 17 minutes. This one's called Did Boogie Run Over a Kid with His Car? What? Now I need to check the Reddit. One sec. Ah, yes, thank you. I've actually had this facial hair for quite a while. It's my signature look. It's because I can't grow facial hair right here or right here. I can grow like a chin strap, and I hate it. So we're rocking it right now. Yeah, they're always at least 15 minutes late. I always just try and shoot for 2. Because that way, when there's dead air or like something where I'm like, clearly this is going to take a second, or just having an argument, I can skip a couple minutes. But since I've been doing this, I've been trying to watch every second. Oh, there was one thing I wanted to show because I thought this was so funny. This was from Friday's episode on Valentine's Day. Oh, I hope I can remember the exact moment this happened. Oop, I clicked it twice.
I take you, body, in sickness and in health, for as long as we shall live.
Uncle Gabe. Okay, wait, here.
Bye.
All right. Alrighty. You know, I haven't thought about Valentine's Day in terms of like Teddy's having.
So he starts talking about Teddy's first Valentine's Day, and Zach starts playing romantic music accidentally because he's talking about Valentine's Day, and immediately realizes and cuts it. It's pretty great.
Alrighty. You know, I haven't thought about Valentine's Day in terms of like Teddy's having his first Valentine's Day in kindergarten, and I remembered, like, washed over all this nostalgia.
I just love that Zach totally realized. He totally realized that, oh shit, he's talking about kindergartners. Turn this off. The hand pissing bit. I still don't understand what the fuck he's talking about. So he's saying when he after the good old after the good old fun time, he goes to the restroom, and then it's sticking out, so he just cups it in his hand, or does he like hold it, dangling it by like his fingertips? That's the part I'm confused about. If he's holding it cupped and then is just like pissing into his cupped hand, that's insane. If he's dangling it and then it's dripping off, that's disgusting. And also, there's no way you have a thick enough, like, how much toilet paper are you using? I feel like that would go right through. Here, let's see if they have it time stamped where AB talks about that. Oh, they don't. They talked about the lady in Pakistan. Or was she in Pakistan? Is that what it was? Yeah, the American lady in Pakistan, and now she's in Dubai. For some reason, I was thinking she was somewhere else. See, I was wondering what, I don't know if you guys know who it is. It is not, no, that is not normal for men at all to piss into a napkin. See, that's just when you have to do this. Being positions. Oh, I need one that doesn't have an actual, like... Because you gotta just do like the wall lean. You gotta just lean on the wall. There's not a lot of things you can do to prevent it though, if we're being completely honest. You kind of just wait. If he's taking Viagra, that would explain it, because yeah, why is he taking so long? Like, or why is he going so quickly and not waiting longer? He should just get a mirror and try and deflect it. See, that actually isn't a bad idea, because even if you're torqued, you just sit and then you like lean forward completely, and then you're like leaned, and it's like you're standing over the toilet basically. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you won't touch the bowl if you're like leaned forward. You're almost doing like a sumo squat. You know what I mean? Like you're about to do a sumo wrestling match. I need to check the Reddit still. See if there is see if anyone put the boogie video, because I'm like, what? Do I have to go search through LolCal Live? I'll do that too. His dick would be in the water. Yeah, it's all about technique. See, you have to be a little squatted, a little bit. And depends on if you're low flow or not. Because if you're in a low flow toilet, you're all good. Honestly, a funnel isn't a bad idea. You've never had a problem. I mean, it shouldn't be much of a problem, honestly. Like I'm saying, you can kind of just lean forward, lean like towards the toilet. If you're completely torqued, wait a couple minutes. Start thinking about animals and nature or something. Now I'm going to go through LolCal Live. Oh, they're about to go live too. In 3 hours. So we can finish the podcast. Probably not. We'll probably get to the end of the podcast and they'll go live. They did a 1v1 where they were live. Wings breakdown. My Cybertruck. Is this just Keem talking? It's just an hour of Keem talking? I think some of these are literally just Keemstar. Okay, maybe not.
Kanye West has always
No, it totally is. Boogie was busy. He was busy on Valentine's Day. Boogie hit somebody with a car? Boogie. I like that there's this Keemstar Outlaws gray hair. Leppy goes. Pumped up kicks. Is this a fucking school shooting? What the fuck? What? I'm like actually confused. I'm so confused about this. Why did he put this in the title? It's a little wild, but hey, each their own. Okay. 988. I don't know why I'm sitting in this one. I'll leave this one open in case it starts, so you guys know to leave. Car. Like, what does this mean? I'm so confused. Boogie hit a kid with his car. If this is truly clickbait, this is the farthest they've gone with clickbait. Boogie 2988 car video. Just looking up everything to see if I can find anything at all. No. Oh wait, are they starting at 2 now? Did we go? Did they lie? They move it forward? Ah, they did move it to 2. Well, looks like we have more time together. Here, let's watch this guy cook beans while
Hello. Yes, I'm gonna make my second video.
while I try and find this Boogie video.
I got my school lights going. Okay.
Or you know what? I will just leave the... Unless you guys want to watch this guy cooking beans. I'll just look at the last locale live to see what happened. See if we can get better information.
Boxes, they put in bunkers. I bought a bunch of them before I figured out things the rest of the world. Alright.
See, but that's the reason we're here. It's a waiting room for a reason.
I hope you can see this damn thing that I can't see. If you can see. Alright. Let's put... These crackers don't look too damn good. I'm throwing it away. Here's some honey bars. They don't look too bad. Applesauce.
Okay. I thought those were going to be the beans for a second. I know the cans are right there, but for a second I thought he just pulled out like a tiny thing of... Is it 40-year-old applesauce or 20-year-old applesauce too?
Trusted. Sorry, turn black. Here's another applesauce. Now you can use this organic stuff for your compost pile.
I might just see.
Here's some vanilla.
I do just want to see him eat 20-year-old beans.
Like I said, I'm making these videos for the kids.
Thanks, man. Oh, the kids are gonna love this. This is what they've been waiting for.
And anybody else wants to learn something, I'm good for it. I've got to soak this in beeswax since my other beeswax wicks hadn't come in yet. Gotta make me a bunch of candles up. Especially with...
He's so out of breath. Did he just eat the beans already? He must have. Oh, here he goes. Or no, maybe he's just unboxing it.
I heard this today that
the camera falling.
Noble got hit by a missile. Damn camera, I just hate this damn thing.
There's like this whirring
I heard
noise
that
that's kind of getting
Chernobyl
to
got
me.
hit by a nuclear, by a bomb that didn't hurt the nuclear contamination yet, but ain't looking good.
This is RV Lucky.
You go get
Let's see RV Lucky's channel. Oh, so he's been posting. I thought he just said this is my second video. Homemade medicine. Okay, this one's more important.
Well, I've been trying to keep everything from freezing. It's supposed to be a minus 25 in a couple of days. I've been trying to save this old aloe vera plant. I use it in making my herbal medicines. I make my own anti-aging cream.
They need to get Ethan needs to get this guy on, and he can be their new medical correspondent. He's gonna teach us the way.
My daughter wants me to make up some more of this. It's great for around the eyes, around the corners of the mouth with its wrinkles.
You're right. Aloe vera is a good.
I also make
It is a good medicine. I don't know if I consider it a medicine, but it is a good.
antifungal salve. I can get it open.
What did he just say? Antifungal what? Salve? It's like a can of dip.
That's to rub on your toenails and wherever else you got problems.
Using it right now.
Right within the cuticles. And then I've got, what is this? Calendula for salve, lavender.
He clearly knows what he's talking about. He doesn't look a day over 70.
And then I've got some Neosporin, homemade Neosporin.
How do you make homemade Neosporin? Tell us.
Yeah. That I make up. And what's over here?
I like that he's not teaching us anything. He's just showcasing all of his homemade medicines. H3 trivia prompts. I think I would actually do pretty good. H3 is it 1 sec. I can get this. I'm gonna let it play for him. I'm gonna keep letting this play.
Oh, here's an antibiotic set. Right here.
Oh, he's gonna go for it. He needed to lean back for that one. It was really stuck on there. See, I found your.
This on cuts, right along with this Neosporin sand. But right now,
Which one do you recommend?
My table.
This is his medical table.
This is my aloe vera.
Healthy aloe vera. But which H3 Jeopardy do you recommend?
Put it over there in the sun. These are my sad deals. You see or not?
The second one is harder?
Oh, damn it.
Okay.
Man. I need to...
Well, I think... What did he just say? I was about to say we don't need to watch any more of this video, but...
Oh, you see or not? Oh, damn it, cameraman, man. I need a cameraman.
I need a cameraman. He does. Does he actually make anything in this? Oh, he does. He's showing you how to collect aloe. Okay. Hey, go check out RV Lucky. A true man of his craft. But we're gonna try this H3 Jeopardy now. We're gonna see this.
Hello everyone, and welcome to H3 Jeopardy Night 2. Let's introduce today's participants. We have Mega Awesome Nerd.
Hi, my name is Mega Awesome Nerd, aka Avery Christmas. That's my full name. Don't ask.
Avery has the best name ever. If you don't like Avery's name,
How it happened. Slavery. I'm odd for
I know Avery's
a show
full
you
name
may not be familiar
because when I heard his name was Avery Christmas, I was never gonna forget that.
with when I'm not doing that. I do content creation as a hobby, work in film and television, and I hang out with people in real life.
We have Ray.
Hello, I am Ray. I go by RayFML online, my full username. I'm also a moderator for the H3 show. I'm opening commission soon on Instagram, so if you want D&D art, let me know.
We have Jarrell.
Hey, I'm Jarrell, also known as Tall Skeleton or Nancy Soulcycle from the Jomo Show. These are my enemies. I'm going to destroy them one by one.
Oh, that's me. Okay. You really got the connect. Alex, you're really on it. That was, I mean, this is a stacked cast. I have to say, sorry for the snapping. That was probably kind of loud.
I'm sponsored by Skeleton Crew, a Star Wars story I'm sponsored by today. It's about 4 kids make a mysterious discovery on their home planet that leads them to get lost in a strange and dangerous galaxy. Starring Jude Law, so thank you for having me.
Lizzie.
Hi, I'm Liz. I work with Jarrell on the Glizzy, or Big Glizzy. I was doing TikTok for a while, but that app sucks. So now I'm creating, working alongside some really cool, fun people. So enjoying that, having fun.
And our returning champion, OWT Wales.
Hello, you might recognize me from the last video. Here's my trophy to prove that I won. It's right here.
Whoa,
And,
how do you do that?
Oh yeah.
pretty cool.
Amazing.
You have to.
How do you do that, dude?
Sorry, give me 1 second. Ooh, not what I meant to do.
I'm not gonna put it
Sorry
in
about
now.
that.
All right, now that we're done with introductions, let's jump into today's categories.
I didn't know you could do this in PowerPoint.
Oh, dang.
It's very complicated. All right, today's categories: Ethanisms, Dearborn, Michigan.
I actually started following a Dearborn page on Instagram because it just shows the craziest, like, I keep getting posts. It's just news of literally just a plain Dearborn page, and it'll be like 10 people shot and it's like crazy. But so we'll see. We'll see what I know.
Lovely Sweden.
Sweden. I know about
Zach Soundboard. Cav.
Whatever the
and
evil
Ethan's hobbies.
Norwegian
Avery, I have you
rockets.
first on my list, so go ahead and choose something on the board.
You know what? I'm gonna cheat a little. I'm gonna do Ethan's hobby for 600. Let's go strong.
Ethan's hobbies, 600. This is Ethan's band featuring himself as vocalist, and
that is the jokes. I know that one. The
has
jokes.
at least 5 songs. Jarrell.
What?
The jokes.
Bruh.
That's right.
Fuck.
Sorry. I'm already getting.
All right, Jarrell.
I'm 1 for 1.
Zach Soundboard for 1,000.
Zach Soundboard for 1,000. So the way Zach Soundboard works is I'm gonna play a soundbite, and you tell me who's the origin of the soundbite.
He takes that 5%.
Trisha.
Jarrell.
Trisha Paytas.
That's not right.
Oh.
Oh, that's Trisha's sister. I'm dumb. It's Trisha's sister. I was with Jarrell. Jarrell, no.
I don't know her name.
No. Okay. That is Trisha's sister.
What's her name?
Yeah, I don't
Nobody
know
knows
her
her
name.
name. Come on.
I'll give it to you. Yeah, that's a
Oh,
tough one.
okay.
Her name's Callie, but yes, it's Trisha's sister.
It is Callie. Okay, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna do Ethanisms for 800.
Little Treasures.
Ooh, Little Treasures. And is this just things he says? These are Ethanisms or things that he says, his little treasures. Ooh.
OWT Wales.
What are dog treats?
That's right.
Can I get lovely Sweden for 800?
Lovely Sweden for 800.
Yeah, I didn't know that one. He said his dogs. Yeah, I did not know that.
Love's father. He
Doing
usually
terrible
sits
now.
in on the show to embarrass his son.
Oh, this is Hawk? The Hawk?
Avery.
What is the hawk?
Correct.
What is he?
What is that?
What is he?
Is his real name Hawken? Is that what it is? I don't know what his actual name is.
That's my hawk impression. The hawk.
No, you said what is he?
Yeah, what is yeah? Isn't this Jeopardy? What, you got? Do not get in my head. You do not want this war.
What is
Let's
that,
see. What do we got? Ethan's hobbies for you. We didn't count. Let's do another Thowie. Ethan's hobbies $1,000. Let's go.
All right, you got it. Ethan's latest game obsession was this poker-themed roguelike deck building game.
Oh, I do not remember what that. I do not care about Ethan's little pay-to-win games. Gotta be honest, those are like the one aspects where I'm just not gonna.
Jarrell.
What is Balatro?
Correct.
Balatro.
Ah, Jarrell, you smart, beautiful person.
I'm also not a card guy. I like blackjack, and that's
Ethan's
it.
hobbies for 800.
For a short while, Ethan was obsessed with this precious stone. OWT Wales.
What is jade?
It is
Correct.
jade. I was trying to think of what green. I was like, it's green. I know it's green. Which one was it?
These cuts are deep.
I literally This is a crystal household. I should have known my stones, but I didn't. But whatever.
Yeah, they're pretty deep.
You have to say what country it's jade from also.
They hurt. Can I do Dearborn, Michigan for 400?
Dearborn, Michigan for 400. AB was robbed. The robbers did not steal AB's most valuable items.
They stole his Pokemon cards. Or no, they didn't steal his Pokemon cards. That's what he was worried about. They stole his fuck.
He
That's
now
what he was worried
keeps
about.
this item in his safe.
Oh, was it his Pokemon cards?
Jarrell.
What are AB's Pokemon cards?
Oh, was it?
Correct.
Oh, okay. So they got stolen the first.
Yeah, I finally got him to put it in some binders, dude. Like proper binders.
Okay, Jarrell.
My brother
the
used to
board
have
is yours.
binders. This is
Ethan's
fun doing
hobbies
it.
for
Thanks for
400.
making it.
Ethan's hobbies, 400. Ethan was excited when he finally joined a prestigious guild for this phone app game.
That's the one I kind of do remember. It's whatever IO, right? Isn't it an IO game? Survivor
Jarrell.
IO?
What is Survive.io?
Survivor
Correct.
We'll do the last Ethan's hobbies.
I think
Ethan's hobbies for
if it's
200.
Survive.io, I think I got close.
Ethan played this game a lot online when he was younger. Recently, Ethan finally won
EverQuest.
his first live
Poker.
tournament. Jarrell.
What is poker? What is that?
Correct. I had to reword this one because I did not expect him to win.
I wasn't in
Nobody
so
did.
fast, Jarrell. I swear he gets
It's
a
cheating.
speed
I'm
buzzer.
pressing this buzzer like freaking crazy. I also found out this buzzer can make sound too.
But Cav for 1,000.
Cav
You
for
hesitated.
1,000. These are the two mods from Wikipedia who often revert
Throst and I don't know what the other one is. It's mostly Throst, right?
any changes Ryan tries to make on his page.
Two mods.
I know one of them.
Yeah.
The two mods are Throst and Popoki.
Oh, Popoki. That's it.
Oh,
You really
not
did do a good
Popoki.
job. Sourcing all these questions, you did an amazing job because yeah, these are hard.
How could I forget about Popoki?
Is that like Pokemon? Like all like what's with the
Yes.
Pokemon?
Yes, it is.
Origin. No one
It's a
knows the
side
origin.
hustle.
Okay, Gerald, the board's still yours.
Cav for 800.
This movie has been in production since as early as 2022. Features 50 Cent and is listed as horror on Gen TV.
Oh, Scream House? Something like that?
So the H3 audience would classify
Scream
it as
House?
comedy.
No, it's fucking Oh, it's some stupid name like that. I remember it was just some stupid name.
Jarrell.
Yeah, sorry, I keep hitting it.
What is shit? What is Skill House?
Correct.
Yeah, I
That's
keep
close.
hitting it so hard because they're fast.
I know. I was literally sitting here like this.
He's dominating.
Same. I was like,
We'll do
Skill
for
House.
600.
Pleasure to finally meet you. You've been a very busy boy. Allegedly, Ryan was looking for the mods of his Wikipedia page on this forum.
Oh, wasn't it on like a Shrek forum or some shit?
Ray.
It was on the Shrek Wikipedia.
Correct.
I was right.
Shrek.
Shout out.
Reppin'.
Ray partner on the board.
String.
Yeah, I know it took forever. I'm sorry. Oh, I pick right now. I'm sorry.
Yes.
See, I just haven't done anything yet because I've been so bad at hitting the buzzer. Can I get Dearborn, Michigan for 800?
Dearborn, Michigan for 800.
Yes, please.
Driving up and down Warren Avenue in Dearborn looking for women is also called this.
Did you go downtown to ask this? You were like, Let me ask the locals. Driving up and down Warren Ave in Dearborn looking for women is also called, I don't know, hunting. That's what cousin Tim would call it.
I'm gonna guess. What is creeping?
That is not correct.
Oh, okay.
There's no more
I think I took that
buzz-ins.
from Jersey Shore.
It's very closely related to the Jersey Shore, but the answer is ratting on Warren.
Ratting on Warren.
Oh, yeah.
Has AB ever said that on the show?
He has.
Oh.
It was like one time.
Yeah.
Did you use that for those questions I have to ask? Did you use that website where you can search up words and like from videos and like search Dearborn, or did you already have the knowledge for those? Because that's a deep cut. That is a true deep cut.
Okay, it's Ray. The board's still yours.
Oh, I will go Ethanisms for 600.
Clyden's Kleinwater.
Oh, I always get it wrong. Credence Clearwater Revival.
Glizzy.
What is Credence Clearwater Revival?
Correct.
Hell yeah.
No, you have
That
bad
was
luck.
that was
What is
600.
Scooby drinking back there?
I applaud you then. This Jeopardy game is very, very well put together. These are like actual questions. Oh, here. The site is called, if you go to filmot.com, and then you can put in a channel. I have H3 Podcast. I was trying to search something for Fresh and Fit too. But then you can pick which one, and then just be like, I was trying to see different stuff. Yeah, semen. I was testing it with different stuff. And then just automatic subtitles. And then you can go through and it'll show you all the places where it shows it in different videos.
The bomb threat gets called in, and you know the rest of the story. And then
And when you're doing the automatic subtitles, it'll sometimes get stuff wrong. But yeah, that's the site. It's filmot.com. The more you know.
Like a nice miso or something.
Oh, you got like witch's soup.
Yeah, a brew, a nice brew. Okay, I'm gonna stick with Ethanisms. I wanna hit that thou wow, please.
Peaches and cream.
Oh. Peaches and cream. I do know he says that a lot. I can't think of what it means though. Yeah, he just says it. What does that mean?
Glizzy.
Who are Abba and Preach?
Yeah, he does call it peaches and cream. That's what it is. I was like, he does say that a lot. What does that mean? Yeah, it's peaches and cream.
Okay.
It got me nervous
Okay.
for a second.
Okay. Okay.
I still
kinda doubted
prefer
myself
Abba and Creek.
for a second, but I knew it in my heart.
Good
I heard the
Girl,
creaking.
never doubt your heart.
I
Never
heard
doubt
the
your heart.
creaking.
Me and Avery think Abra because
Yeah.
Cadabra?
Abra.
Yeah, just
Cadabra.
teleporting around. We're like, no, I wanted you. Don't worry
Okay, do
about
I still have the board?
Yes, yes.
Okay. With the board in my hands, I'd like to go back over to Zach's soundboard, and we can do an easy 200.
I thought the bitch was white!
That's Roseanne. Roseanne Barr.
Yes. What is Roseanne Barr having?
Who is Roseanne Barr? Fail. No points.
A flip out over somebody.
I think that was when she said she called
It's about
someone
that
the
lady.
N-word.
No, she called her a monkey. She said that she called her a monkey or something and was like, I thought the bitch was white. How was I supposed to know?
It was white, apparently.
Oh, she called her a monkey. She called her a
Yeah,
monkey.
she called,
A monkey.
Yeah, she called her like a monkey.
See, I knew that lore too. There we go. Even off the Jeopardy.
Yeah. I know AB loves The Last Jedi. It's his favorite modern of the trilogy. He told me so himself.
That's right.
In privacy. So in honor of AB's favorite movie, The Last Jedi, and AB Ayad Sarkilla, I'm gonna choose Dearborn, Michigan, $1,000.
All right, Dearborn, Michigan, 1,000. If you are a male Arab from Dearborn, he is also referred to as this slang term.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
I am not getting that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna touch that.
A Deerub.
I have failed you, AB, and your favorite movie, The Last Jedi.
Oh, we got a buzzing. Wales.
Who is Cousin Tim?
No, that's not Cousin Tim.
Dang.
The answer is, if you're a male heir from Dearborn, you're also referred to as a hawk.
A hawk. Oh, so they're the hawks.
There's two answers of hawk.
Now I won't forget
Okay.
that Arab ever. I almost said
It's like
Arab.
poetry. It
I will
rhymes.
not forget that
Yeah.
ever.
All right, Avery, so your go.
Oh, okay, me? All right, you know what? What's that? Lovely Sweden. Let's just get the $1,000 out of the way and disappoint two of my friends.
Love's first job, it was not for H3. I thought he said he didn't have a job before H3. Did he work? It had to have been some.
Love's first job, it was not for H3.
I'm gonna have to pass on this one because I don't know, but I'd have to say
Shit.
Avery.
some
I
internet
think
thing for sure.
it was, he went to college where he did like website
Is it game
management
design?
type of
Is it-
stuff.
is-
with the
oh yeah, he
coding
built
learned
websites. That is, I think he did build websites or something.
From there.
Avery is
There
a
we go. The
genius.
keyword was coding.
Yeah, coding. He like
He
built
was a
websites and
programmer.
stuff.
But you have
Or
to.
yeah, and he was trying
You
to.
have to word it like, what is? I think he went to college and then went to this job.
They would kick you out in Jeopardy. For that.
Yeah, because I remember him saying at one point he built a website or something for someone, or because he was saying it's really easy to make websites. That's why he made the ones for Ryan Kavanaugh and stuff.
Jarrell, don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
All right, Avery.
All right, let's see.
I hate you for way
What-
other reasons. Yeah.
Damn, dude, you want to go right now? We can talk about it right now, Jarrell. Let's go. Love you, Jarrell. Zach soundboard 800.
You are a loser.
Oh, it's the. No, it's not. I almost want to say it's Steiny's co-host, but I don't think that's right.
Glizzy.
Who's that?
Who is Pearl?
Oh, that is.
That is not Pearl.
No, that is not Pearl. No, I was like, that's.
OWT Wales.
Oh, it's Keemstar's girlfriend. I don't know her name. Do I have to know her name?
Yeah.
Oh, it's his. Okay. Yeah. You are a loser. It sounds like when Steiny's co-host was talking to. I forget who. I forget who it was. It doesn't matter. Whatever.
Oh,
Move on.
what? You said Trisha Paytas' sister.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll give you,
that's
I'll give
fair.
you- I'll give you half points.
Fair.
I'll give you half
Yeah.
points.
Half point.
Her name's Brantley.
Brantley.
Oh,
That is it.
oh.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought that was
Brantley.
Pearl this whole time.
It kind of does sound like Pearl.
OWT Wales, I'll back you up, bro. We kind of.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, Wales.
Can I get lovely Sweden for 200?
Lovely Sweden for 200. This is a lightly salted fermented Baltic Sea
Surströmming?
herring, traditional to
Surströmming?
Swedish cuisine, referred to on the show as Fika Fish. Ray.
Surströmming.
Correct.
Oh, sorry.
it
What
spelled?
is
I'm-
surströmming?
Correct.
Didn't
I've
you
never
two
seen it
eat it?
spelled out.
Or did you say
Yeah.
Surströmming?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have to
didn't
know
even
what
make
the
me
name is.
flinch.
I don't know how.
Maybe you said, give me more.
Dude, I'm just built
I'm gonna
different.
put it on a pizza.
I get Zach soundboard for 600.
Be like sardines, I
soundboard
guess.
for
Probably wouldn't be that
600.
bad on a pizza.
Talk to me,
It
baby.
would, but I wasn't paying attention. Oh no.
Rude.
Oh, it's Vin Diesel. I didn't even need to hear it the second time. My brain was processing it through that.
Talk to me, baby.
It's Vin Diesel.
OWT.
Who's Vin Diesel?
Correct.
Can I get Cav for 400?
Cav 400. When Ryan introduced this YouTuber / TikTok star on his podcast, he called him like my little brother, one of the most famous people in the world.
Oh, did you say that about Bryce Hall?
OWT.
Who's Bryce Hall?
Correct.
Hate that guy.
He said he's like my little brother when he could be his fucking dad. I forgot he said that.
He's the
Yeah,
coolest.
isn't it?
He's the
He
coolest.
is cool,
He's
bro.
most popular.
He's not in jail.
Isn't
what
isn't
you gonna
Kavanaugh
say?
like in jail? Yeah, isn't he like in
Oh,
jail?
Kavanaugh.
Like,
Yeah, if you
Connection.
ever get confused, there is a website to tell the difference
That's
between the
true.
two producers. Because there is
Oh.
Harvey,
oh wait,
but
Oh,
no,
I see
I
what's
do
happening.
think that you're thinking of Cav.
For a second, I was even like not getting the joke he was making, and I thought he was talking about Brett Kavanaugh for a second.
Yeah, just Google Ryan Kavanaugh. It's like the
keyboard.
fourth option.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm googling it right now. I'm making keyboard sounds.
Thanks for
Oh
clarifying.
shit,
was so
I didn't
confused.
mix it up. That's Harvey Weinstein. That's Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Let's finish off. Let's do Cav for 200.
Cav 200. This real estate agent is dating Ryan's ex-wife.
Brad the Bull? The Israeli Bull?
Who's Brad the Bull?
Correct.
Brad the Israeli Bull?
Shout out a real one.
A homie.
We love him.
He's my best friend.
Taking care of it.
You're doing a good job.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that part. I mean, one of the most famous people in the world calling Bryce Hall. I didn't even consider that. That's like a far from.
Can I get Ethanisms for 200?
Dr. Do Better.
Doolittle. What's his name? Oh, why can't I remember his first name? I just think of Dr. Doolittle every time I hear his name.
Lizzie.
Who's Jake Doolittle?
Jake.
Correct.
That's it.
All
Jakey
right.
boy.
I will finish off Ethanisms for 400.
Diddly donk, dang it. Lizzie.
Who is Sean Diddy Combs, also known as Puff Daddy, also known as P Diddy?
Correct.
Thank you. Let's do
I didn't say that one because, I mean, we all knew that one. Come on.
let's do Dearborn, Michigan for 200.
Dearborn, Michigan for 200. AB describes this character as the apple that was thrown from the tree. He occasionally appears in AB's
Oh, it's Uncle Tim, Cousin Tim. Looks like he is
videos
Uncle.
as a representative of the manosphere / fan of Fresh and Fit. Ray.
Recently called misogynistic by AB.
Who is Uncle Tim? Cousin Tim. Uncle Tim.
Uncle
The
Tim.
fuck?
That was
She got it wrong the exact same way as me. Did I pre-watch this?
Cousin Tim.
That's
You may be
fun.
somebody's
I was
uncle.
thinking of Uncle Gabe. You can't. I'm doing my. Can I get?
Thanks, Jake. I
Zach
really appreciate
soundboard
that.
For 400.
Yes.
I'm trying to do my work.
Thick.
Wait, what was it?
For 400.
Yes.
So thick.
So thick. I don't know.
OWT Wales.
Who is Belle Delphine?
Really? Oh. I don't
Can I
remember that one
get
at all.
Lovely Sweden for 600?
Love got kicked out of this Swedish furniture store. Ray.
What is IKEA?
Correct.
That was a sad day. Can I get Dearborn, Michigan for 600?
She's got a cat in the background. She's got a cat in the background. Whoa.
That's our daily double.
It's our daily double.
2,600 points. How much would you like to wager?
2,600 points.
I'm wagering all my points. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's see what your question is.
Heating up.
It's gonna be something crazy.
AB's
childhood butcher. Oh, I remember this is. Oh wait. Oh what?
Childhood butcher.
Well, you have to
Oh, that's like so vaguely familiar.
know his name. Oh,
Not the
no.
store.
Oh, I'm losing all my money. Oh no. I have no idea.
Google it. Google it. Just pick a random
Yeah,
butcher in Dearborn. The first
it's not
Google
easy to
result.
find on Google. I'll give you 10 seconds to try to find it on Google. It's not easy.
I'm misspelling everything. It's really bad. It's
5
really, really bad.
seconds.
Oh no. There's. It's.
The answer is Ronnie Berry's Halal Meats.
Yeah.
Ronnie Berry's Halal Meats. I was really wondering if it was gonna be. I thought it was either a joke or it was gonna be a long answer like that. So I'm glad it was that, because I do remember him saying that a few times about his childhood butcher.
Give me the $1,000 question.
Damn, too bad.
I'm poor.
All right, our last board is Lovely Sweden for 400. This is Love's favorite pizza and is topped with a secret sauce that no one outside of Sweden knows how to replicate.
Oh, it was the kebab pizza? Is that it? Is it just called kebab pizza?
OWT.
What is kebab pizza?
Correct. All right,
So I got
that's
that
our
right.
first board.
And that's actually where I'll leave it, because the show is supposed to start any minute now. So I'm gonna send you guys over. And yeah, I'm gonna end it here. I really do appreciate everybody that came in. This was probably my biggest stream ever. So yeah, I will be back again on Wednesday. I will be doing an after show on Friday because I'm gonna be helping my elderly grandfather on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But I'll be back on Wednesday to do another stream. So I'll see you guys then. And yeah, thank you for watching. This is Captain Quasar signing off.